Well, hello, everybody. What's up? Woo! Good morning. Tell you what. All right, we're gonna get started here very shortly. Soon, let me get everything set up here, and then we will get on the ball. So, give me a little bit here, and we will get on the ball. I just want to make sure my subscribers um, are well aware. That way, I give them a chance to hop on as well, and then we can get on the ball. Okay. There's that one. One more. There we go. All right. So we are on the ball, man. I'll tell you what. It's been an interesting morning, like hot already. Uh Went out for a little bit of walk. Later on I'm gonna go went for a bike ride actually. I was gonna go for a walk, but I'm gonna do that a little later after this. Uh Even though it's so hot out, I gotta mentally prepare then. So, because normally I don't go shirtless, and I decided I'm gonna go because, as you can see, I got these crazy tan lines that just I hate that. So I got to even them out, which was going to be difficult because this is already tan and this isn't. So to really get it out, I don't know. Maybe I should make a shirt that covers all of my tan spots and leaves open that, right? Wow. But yeah, so it's been a crazy wow. I apologize to all of y'all that I normally haven't been going on, but mentally, I go through a lot of things. Nothing crazy. Just that I got a lot of stuff that goes through my mind, and then I really gotta sit down and not do anything and process everything. Um, Mostly because I'm trying to get everything out there, as you know, on here, and really it's like so much that I'm trying to process everything so I can do it properly and get it on here the right and proper way. Um, but yeah, so and plus, oh God, just going through some stuff and that. So um, it's been a struggle, but I keep pushing and I keep moving. So that's the good thing. Um, hopefully that situation will be taken care of from a friend here. That'll help me get through until then. So we know how it is. By the way, this is actually decent. Or this monster is decent. First time trying it. It's ultra red, white, and blue raz. Man, this is not bad. I do gotta start trying out. I just usually stick to the white and the normal black and green. Um, well, the black and green I do the normal. It has all the sugars and everything. But the white I usually like too a lot. But this is fitting. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't just wait until July 4th to come out with this, but it's good. Unless they did it. I don't exactly remember when this came out, but it's awesome because it's got the Liberty Bell, Lincoln, the Eagle, George Washington's on there. I see the White House. I don't know why the travel stores are on there, but other than that, it's a cool design, and then the American flag pretty much behind it is just amazing. I guess that's what the travel stars are supposed to represent, is the stars on the flag and that. So, but it's good. It is really good. So I recommend that. No, I'm not sponsoring. I'm not sponsoring. I wish. Hey, Monster, if you want me to sponsor, I will name. You give me every drink, and I will put it on there and recommend it to everybody that's good and what's not good. So I'm an honest person, so I'll straight up tell you. I'm not going to drink something and be like, ugh. Oh, yeah, it's good. Yeah. Oh. Ain't me. So, but definitely recommend this one. This one it reminds you of the popsicle, the rocket popsicle. So, I mean, it's really good. Amazing. But yeah, I know today is probably going to be a little bit busy because people are doing church and being with family, especially at 11 in the morning. So it is 11:01 here, and man, July 12th already. Sunday, July 12th. Crazy. It is 81 degrees already. It's gonna be sunny, cloudy. I appreciate you coming in. Appreciate it. And thank you for that smash up. Definitely hit the chat up if you can, please. But 81 degrees already today, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that insane? Insane. Tell you what. It is. But I think that's bullcrap. I think it's 95. Like, I left earlier this morning. I was like, oh, God, I think like 9 something I left, and it felt like 95. Oh, my word. Thank you for popping in. Thank you. If you want to hit the chat, what do you think of the weather today? I don't know. It felt like 95 degrees at around 9 o'clock. Went on a little bike ride in that, and geez, woo, that sun was hitting me. But yeah, so it's been insane today, and I'm waiting for some people to come in for some random chat. Like, come on. Where's everybody at? No, it's Sunday. I know. Everybody at church and all that, so I gotta respect that. It's their choice, even though I don't believe in churches. I'm serious. I'm gonna be honest. I don't believe we can get into this. Like, that's something I can get into. These churches are just a bull crap because they go around with a tray and then saying that it's going to this, and this. But every time you pay, you see that church getting bigger and getting built bigger, right? Well, nothing in those guidelines when you asking for money. What's up, Drunk? Appreciate it. Now, let me agree. Let's see if Drunk agrees with me. If you go and put that money in, aren't they usually saying it's going to go for another reason? Do they say that it's going to, oh, it's going to help build the church? It's going to help make the church bigger, and oh, we're going to be able to put a cafe in here, because I know what church you're at, because I used to go to it. Drunk, you used to go to LCBC, is the one you go to. Insane that they kept building and building and building that church. Where's the money coming from? From the people that's putting it in, obviously. And now they got a cafe. Well, it ain't no church no more. You got a damn cafe serving food and all that crap. Now, I understand if you have a church that makes coffee, but it should be free. Because, one, you're supposed to be going in there to learn about God, supposedly. You're supposed to go about, learning the path of Jesus and that, when he was born and what his purpose was. And then him dying on the cross and for what that reason was. Yes, so coffee should be free. Come on. You're already putting money in it. How many people go there and put money into this freaking offering tray? And guess what? Well, that's what pissed off Jesus. Don't you remember? Don't you remember he was going by that temple and they were going around and had money, He was pissed. And then he seen they were selling on it and all. And he tossed that, he pushed over them tables and that. He was ticked. That's the first time I've ever seen Jesus ticked. I mean, tell you what, I read and read and read. And I told you guys, I read from the old, Bibles and that from the 1617 era, okay? They're thicker and have more truth in it. But the real Bible is in Hebrew and Sumerian. There's two real Bibles that are both translated. Okay, bro. There's two Bibles. There is two real Bibles. There's Sumerian and Hebrew Bibles. Now, those are the honest opinion. And so they try to translate everything. They said they're trying to translate. No, you switched up. Because really you didn't know what Sumerian was. You didn't know what Hebrew was. Come on, it's an ancient language and you're trying to say you could decipher it. No, you made your own bull crap up. That's what it is. Let me tell you something about religions. Honestly, every single thing. Let me start out with this way, okay? Hold on, let me back up. If you really study Bibles and different kind of Bibles, not a single time did Jesus say anything about a religion. Please come in here and prove me wrong. Come in my chat, come in, comment, whatever, and prove to me that Jesus said anything about a religion. Waiting. Because he never did. Religions are about control. Okay? Everything that you think you know is about control. Okay? If you want to believe your religion, that's fine. I'm not opposed to that. That's your choice. That's your opinion in that. But in my studies, religion is a control cult. Okay? Because if you really dig deep, Jesus Christ never said anything about religion. And that's another thing. There is power in the name. Why don't you start praying Yeshua? Start praying using Yeshua. If you are into prayer, and supposedly a Christian, and that, pray to Yeshua or Yahweh, and see what happens. If someone evil comes to you that you I know there's demonic things out there. I know there's possession that goes on. If you try Jesus Christ compared to Yeshua or Yahweh and see what happens. Now, I'm a spiritual man. This is what is intended. And what I mean spiritual, because a lot of people get confused. I'm a spiritual man that believes God, that God is real. I believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God and that he was born. And I believe everything that went on. And I believe he was crucified for the sake of, saving us and giving us a choice. I believe that. That makes me a spiritual man because I believe a lot of the stories are going on. But I don't believe every single thing that's in the Bible that's King James. And there's a reason for that. If you do your research, King James was a demonologist first. So he loved demons. He loved evil. That's the problem. You can't go and be studying about demons and loving anything about demons to go on, because he was an evil man. King James was evil. Honest to God, that man was evil. And that's when things started changing. Because before you could read that it was Yahweh, Yeshua. Okay? Because if you look up, back then, in their language, there was no J's. There was a lot of the alphabet that were missing back then because it wasn't then. Okay? So, in their language, it was different. So, if you could go back, Jesus was really named Joshua. Joshua. So how does it go from Joshua to Jesus? How? I mean, honestly. Makes no sense, right? That's because at first the Greeks translated and then King James. And they just made things up. Now, the Greeks changed it to without the J, Yezusa. And then King James just said, we'll just change that to Jesus. Just makes it easier. I mean, come on, people. You got to really study. I'm not coming to attack anybody's beliefs. I'm not coming to say your beliefs are wrong, because that is your choice to have those beliefs. What I'm saying is, before you fully commit, because you might be doing it wrong, look into it. Look into it. That's all I'm saying. Like, fully get into it. I understand you're busy and you're trying to say, I'm tired because I work and Yes, I understand that. But at the end of the day, it's very important to study what you believe in, to make sure, okay, is this really the path I want to go down to? Because at the end of the day, you're all being lied to. Because I'm going to tell you, if Jesus and God truly loves us, right? They're going to give us the choice when our souls go to heaven to go up to that gate. Okay? And I believe the story I heard about this nun that I don't know if she just had a dream, Jesus came into her dream, or if she kind of passed away for a few minutes and went up, and then Jesus, had a conversation with her. But I do believe it because it came from a nun. And they're on a strict thing, So I kind of believe what she's saying here, where Jesus said it told her a bunch of stuff, but let my people know that when they come up there, the soul, no matter what wrong you did and what right you did, you have a choice. And he says, all I will ask is, do you still want me? And your soul, as it's been ascending to that gate and to him, is going to transpire everything you did wrong and right. Okay? And that's what outweighs and puts burden on, you're going to feel that burden of everything you've done wrong. So you have that choice, though, even after all that, even after someone's been horrible and corrupted and done so much wrong, you still have that choice. So that sounds like someone that truly loves you and is truly forgiving. All these stories that you're hearing in the Bible that, oh, no, you're going to burn in hell regardless because this, when you were supposed to do this. That don't sound like a loving God. I mean, really. So that's what I'm saying. It's all about control. You behave, you do this, and follow what we say, and you're going to go to heaven. But if you don't, and you keep breaking this and keep not listening to us and keep, breaking this, you're going to go to hell. That's control from a religion. It is. Now, I was in the same path. I called myself a Christian. I did. I called myself a Christian. And then I learned. As I went. As you can see, Jesus Christ hanging up on there. Technically, we aren't supposed to do it because it's like an idol. It is. But I don't look at it as an idol. A lot of people do. They look and pray to it. They hold it and, whatever, and pray. No, I don't. I do this. Because it's a reminder to me of the sacrifice that Jesus Christ took. That's how I see it. The pain that yet he didn't utter a sound at all. As he was being whipped and bludgeoned in that, but survived through it. And didn't utter a single sound. And it was horrendous. But he went through that, and then he was hung on the cross on top of that. That's what I keep it for. I have necklaces too of them. And it's a reminder. A reminder of the sacrifice that he went through. How many of you can you sacrifice for somebody? When Jesus Christ sacrificed for thousands, upon millions, and upon billions of people. And yet you got people that are blaspheming his name, tearing him down. I understand I know a lot of people that don't believe, but that's their choice. Like Jesus Christ. It is not my place to judge someone's opinion. It is not my place to judge somebody's choice. At the end of the day, I will respect that person because that's their choice. There's nothing I can do. If someone's stuck on that choice, I mean, I might talk about it. Let me help them, give them a little bit more of an idea. And hey, that's their choice if they want to change and then want to learn more. And then, but it's sad because there's a lot of people out there that believe in seeing is what's believing. That's your choice. I'm not going to judge you for it. But one day you're going to find out, and then it might be too late. Who knows? That's all I'm going to say. But like I said, you'll all have a choice. And that's what I hate. I hate when people attack someone's opinion. I'm part of this thing, and I've gone through that, where people attacked my opinion. And it's not just that. There's also things on there that are being said that I just don't think that should be said. That's why a lot of times I back out and stay out. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that people just don't realize is ignorant and rude and things that shouldn't be said. Like, if you can't say something right and decent, then don't say it at all. You know what I mean? It's simple as that. But at the end of the day, respect it. At the end of the day, respect it. But yeah, it just baffles me on some of that stuff. And that's why I stay out of those. So I stay out of that stuff. I try to stay out of some of those conversations and that. So yeah. So yeah, it's insane. But yeah. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. If you want to join the chat, unless it's you drunk. We already know. But moving on to the next conversation. Let's get off that subject. No, it's a little touchy subject, which I respect. I respect that. I really do. And going on to everything that's been going on lately, there's been more and more. Now they're finally coming out, like I said, with the Bigfoot. I don't know if you guys know about the guy that, I forget if he goes by Snake or something. I'll have to bring it up. I do have the video of it. He's actually on the news. So no, I haven't been paying attention to news lately. So it kind of blew me away that this popped up. So I did do some research, and it is confirmed he actually was. It's not CGI or nothing like that. So I'm going to bring this up. This actually talks about Bigfoot. Blew me away. Just
Snake the Bigfoot hunter.
Yeah, Snake the Bigfoot hunter.
Found a decomposing Bigfoot in the Adirondack Mountains.
Yeah, we have that body that you're seeing right there on your screen. That is 8 foot long, 300 pounds, found just west of Old Fort, Central Adirondack Park. The reason we actually have this body, I believe, and I have been able to show it, is that we did not disclose
unbelievable
until we were able to.
Finally, like I said, they're going to come out with it, right? There it is.
I would disappear, to be honest with you. Once it was out there publicly, I was able to get the Japanese documentary.
And I was right. This is not a Bigfoot. This is a Neanderthal with human. It's a hybrid Neanderthal human.
Skeptics out there.
Those people are idiots. A lot of them are.
There was DNA testing finally done on it, and it was confirmed.
It is a mystery that has captivated people across the entire globe for centuries. Does Bigfoot really exist? Well, now there is a man called Snake the Bigfoot Hunter who claims he has found actual Bigfoot remains. He has
Get ready. DNA.
300-pound body in his possession. He's even nicknamed it Dak. Snake says he found the remains of the Adirondack Mountains in 2024, even put them on display at last year's Great New York State Fair. But here's the wild part. Snake claims he sent the specimen for DNA testing, that the results show the body has 58.5% Neanderthal DNA and 41.5% human DNA. Snake says that those
You heard it.
tests were Cornell's
58% Neanderthal DNA and 41% human DNA.
Bigfoot or Sasquatch sightings, but they're
Like I told you, caveman. Cavemen are Bigfoot. Proven fact. And I've been telling you, there's multiple videos, if you go back to some of my streams, multiple videos I discussed about this. And Drunk even was on here and even said about Neanderthal. Well, guess what, Drunk? You were correct as well. 58% Neanderthal DNA. 41% human DNA. So therefore, it is not a Bigfoot. It is not a monster. It is a caveman. 100%. And if you look into this Bigfoot that he has, okay, you can see the face is human. Now, yes, it's covered in fur. Okay, granted, but back then you got to remember it had to be. Okay, it was different type of species, and that species just, added into that, and like I said, it has 58% Neanderthal DNA. 58% is pretty high, so that's going to overpower the human. But the 41% human, that brings in the facial structure and, the eyebrows and that. I see a lot of. But here's the thing. Let's get to that. Let's move on to that. There is going to be more. Now, this is why it's coming out, because I told you it was going to be disclosed soon. I told you over and over that eventually it's going to be disclosed. That is the first step because they allowed it on the news. They allowed it on the news. So for them to allow something like this on the news, because before when this first came out, they were denying it and pushing it away. Now they're allowing it because they disclosed about extraterrestrials. And now the next step is Bigfoot. And then it's going to be a tripping fall, like from UFOs and aliens to Bigfoot to the mermaids to this and that. And it's going to keep going on a roll until everything is put out there. And this helps our situation here because now I can talk about it. I just got to wait until they're going to officially say that the government's going to release and disclose a Bigfoot. Once they say about that, I don't have to wait until they actually release stuff. I can actually start talking about a lot. And I know a good bit of that. So I'm telling you, be prepared. This is why I'm telling you guys, subscribe, because as it goes down, I'm going to talk more. And I already talked more. I'm waiting for the phone calls against me for bringing up about mermaids and talking about that. And I still haven't gotten deep into it. So I would think that's what they're waiting for. I really think that's what they're waiting for is when I tell you every single thing in detail. And then they're going to probably come at me. Or it might push them like this guy. They might push them to come out with it. So I'm willing to take that risk. Willing. Some stuff I'm not willing to, speak ahead of. Because those things would really tick them off. So I'm not in the mood to tick them off just yet. Not yet. I want to so bad, but I'm not ready to fully tick them off that bad. So, but please do get ready for it. Please, please, please. So, like I said, just be prepared because I'm going to eventually, get everything done and get everything ready. So definitely, yeah. But yep, so we're going to end this for now. And I will be back on here again. I don't think 1 o'clock. I'm not sure. Wish Drunk was on here to see if he was going to be available, but I don't think he's on here at the moment. Hopefully, he'll maybe hit me up. I am trying to get help here until I could, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it. So, hopefully, but yeah. So, I appreciate you all. Have a great day. I should be on maybe 3 o'clock, maybe 4 o'clock. So look out for that. That's what I'm saying. Subscribe, so you can get those notifications when I hit the channel. Now, I appreciate you all. Have a great day. Bless you all.